Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Phenom Boxing PP-200 boxing paddles. So stay tuned.
Boom, that's a cross counter. Yep. That's your cross counter right here. Slip jab, cross counter. Slip jab. Exactly. Money again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. One more.
Hey, what's up, guys? Carlo here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on these Phenom Boxing PP-200 boxing paddles. Comes in black, full genuine leather construction. If I were to take my best guess, I would think that these are either made in Pakistan or India. There's no actual tag on here. Maybe there's something on the inside that actually indicates where it's made. These retail for 119 British pounds, which is about 155 US dollars. Dimensions wise, these are about 7 inches across on the actual punch surface, about 8 inches from the bottom of the punch surface to the top, and about 7 inches total from the bottom of the handle to the top. It does come with a nylon strap, which you can put your hand through to hold onto it. That way, if the paddle for some reason just drops, it doesn't fall on the floor and it stays on your wrist. You can see that it does have the Phenom Boxing logo that's printed across on one side with the Phenom P in red. On the other side, it says PP-200 at the bottom of the handle, and on the opposite side, it says genuine leather. Construction-wise, you can see it has stitching on the outside edge with about a little over 1 inch of dense padding on the inside. So this padding is super dense. When you hit it, really no matter what kind of shot you hit it with, you're going to get a really nice hard feeling when you connect with these paddles. So you can see the stitching looks pretty good overall on the edges. I wish these were maybe reinforced. That'd be cool if they can use vaulted seams on this to really help keep everything nice and stitched together. You can see right here it does have laces which covers one side of the paddle, which goes all the way down to the bottom of the handle. And the nice thing about that, it almost acts as a grip when you hold it. So these laces kind of reminds me of a football. When you hold a football with the laces out, you can feel your hand or your fingers against the laces. The actual paddle handle itself, I'd say is about an inch and a half across. So depending on your hand size, I don't really foresee you having any issues, regardless if you have larger hands or even smaller or medium-sized hands with gripping the paddle. And again, you do have this nylon strap, which is really nice for you to put your wrist through it. That way, if it falls down, you don't have any issues. There is definitely some flexibility to the paddle, which is really nice. You can see there, you know, the actual leather is really nice quality, has more of a satin look to it, and is bonded nicely to the actual foam on the inside. Handle feels really nice and ergonomic. I don't have any issues with that. So definitely nice. Phenom Boxing is a company that's based out of the UK. You guys may have seen my video reviews I've done on some of their other gear, like their boxing gloves and their mitts. They're definitely more popular for their boxing gloves, which have really come on lately. Now, the big benefit of these paddles in my mind is going to be the stress and wear it takes off of your shoulders as a boxing coach. The big benefit from a boxer standpoint, if you're the one that's hitting these boxing paddles, is you get an excellent feeling of connection with these because it's very dense, and when you land a shot on this, you really get a nice feeling of it, getting that kind of that popping sensation that you typically get. The drawback with these compared to mitts is that I feel like with mitts you have a little bit more control with the way you can curve and kind of bend your hands or rotate your hands for where you want your boxer to place your shot. Again, the big drawback with mitts though is when you're holding them and you're dealing with somebody that has a lot of punching power. You know, size does matter when it comes to boxing. So if you're a smaller coach and you're training larger individuals that have more power behind them, more weight behind their punches, if you're holding mitts, a lot of times when they hit you with the hooks and the uppercuts, not really the straight on shots, you're gonna get a lot of stress that goes to your forearm and lands into your shoulder. So a lot of time coaches over time will end up getting some shoulder injuries and just some sustained shoulder damage because they've been holding the mitts for so many years for their boxers, and just that accumulation of wear and tear on their shoulders over time is from holding mitts, or they get a wrist injury or whatnot. So the paddles are a great supplement to that, a great alternative to the mitts, because you can Still, you work on some precision. You can work on combinations. You can work on obviously straight punches, hooks, uppercuts, defense, and obviously slipping, rolling underneath shots. Everything you can really do with boxing mitts, minus just getting that kind of wear and tear you would on your shoulders. I feel like the drawback though with paddles is being able to really kind of get the angles you want. Now you can with this, I just feel that a little bit of flexing that you feel compared to using the mitts where you have your whole hand into it, if that makes sense. One thing you have to keep in mind with these paddles is that you do have to exert some force with them instead of just kind of holding them upright. Unless you're working on some kind of drill or you want them to hit the target, you still need to exert a little bit of force with the paddle. That way you can make sure you connect and your boxer doesn't hyperextend or overextend their punches and get an injury, especially locking their elbow out. So making sure that you meet them, I wouldn't say halfway, but maybe a quarter of the way. That way they still get the sensation of landing the punch, and also you don't put a lot of stress on your wrist and again on your forearm. So that's definitely a great thing to have as far as having part of your training bag. If you're a coach, these are an excellent supplement to working with your boxers instead of using mitts, especially if you want to relieve some pain in your shoulders. So overall, really satisfied with how these feel. Talking to my boxing coach, he really enjoyed using these, being able to do different drills with me. And I really enjoyed hitting these because of the sensation I got. And it works as a target. You can hold these up and not have to worry about really having any kind of injuries when you're holding these. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. As usual, I'll put the link in the description box where you can find these Phenom Boxing PP-200 boxing paddles. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.